We're about to, as y'all can see by the title of the video, we are going to be predicting the 2024-2025, basically for the rest of the season, who's going to finish where in the Premier League table.
I think that's going to be a good one for sure. I think everybody's all over the place. Every team is so good right now. But then again, there's some flaws on every other team as well. So I think we're going to be surprised on this list.
If you're watching this video right now, please hit the like, subscribe, and comment on our video. We haven't been asking people to do that. I think that we need to do that more. But
let's do it.
Hey, man, share with your friends. You know, if you like soccer, you got a friend group or a group chat that likes soccer, man, just
put us on.
Put them on.
Put them on. Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're going to be predicting for the rest of the season who's going to finish where in the Premier League.
Yep.
And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all the love. But first, though, as per usual, we're going to hit all the fixtures that happen. So, Oscar, go ahead.
I think we're going to reach out a little bit. We're going to go a little backwards here because we're going to get some of those games from the FA Cup, one of La Liga, and then going right into the Champions League.
It was a little bit weird this weekend. There was no Premier League football.
No.
Last weekend, because we're recording this video on Tuesday.
Yep.
So last weekend, there wasn't really any Premier League game. It was always, it was even in the other leagues, it was all FA Cup,
all FA.
Copa del Rey, or like Italia Supercopa. So
it's good because I guess these guys get a small, resting period. But these games will kind of push us into every kind of play we're at now. So I think we'll start with, not too shabby of a 2-1 from Manchester United and Leicester City.
I watched that game. I think that game was on Thursday. I think it was, because I don't know when it was. It was either on a Thursday or Sunday because I was at home and I was able to actually watch the game. I don't know what I thought about that game. It was like Leicester City they scored first, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 42 minutes.
Leicester City had the upper hand, bro. Like Manchester United could not play any football in the first half.
Second half, then you have Zerski finishing in the 68th minute roughly, and then you have a really, really close call for Harry Maguire at the end at minute 90 plus 3, which is pretty crazy. They say that it was offsides.
Yeah, but VAR is not.
VAR is not available
until the semifinal.
Hey, I think all the teams should take advantage right now before it's.
I guess that's a con, a pro for Manchester United, because if it had not been for VAR, they probably would have been going to penalties or doing a replay.
And now their chances would have been way lower.
No VAR until semifinal. So Leicester kind of took that one on the chin,
which means they continue.
I won't lie though. I kind of like. I don't know what I think about Ruud van Nistelrooy. I mean, I mean, they're in the relegation zone. We'll talk about that later. But I don't know. Realistically, I don't think they can survive relegation. But hey, man, it was a. I would just sum that up by saying Manchester United found their foot.
Correct.
Yeah, they found their feet in the second half.
Yeah, then that's really good for them. I think.
Xerxes again, I rate him. I prefer him over.
I love him
personally.
You know me, I love the guy.
If you're a Manchester United fan, let me know who you guys prefer. Whether you prefer Højlund or Xerxes. For me, I'm a Xerxes guy. I think he's a better player than Højlund.
I would rather have him on my team. That's definitely a good one to say out there. That means Leicester City's out.
Yeah, Leicester City's out of the FA Cup. So
Leicester City's out. Manchester moves on.
Yep.
Number 2, we did have Manchester City here
versus Leyton Orient
going 2-1, which is a great little push to going into the next game.
Who scored for City?
For City, we had...
I know Kevin De Bruyne came off.
Kusanov.
Oh, so the center back. Oh, okay.
56-minute Kusanov, and then you have 76-minute Kevin De Bruyne at 2-1. 16-minute was an own goal.
Yeah, so City went down. So basically, similar to the Man United game, they went down first, and then came back. That just shows you when you can have the luxury of bringing players like Kevin De Bruyne off the bench.
Against these big, these other teams, Kevin De Bruyne must have popped off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. As soon as he came on the pitch, he made the difference. Hence why they won 2-1. So, hey, Manchester City, progresses to the next round. I think they can win this trophy because obviously we know they're not going to win the Premier League. I don't have to predict the table to tell you how they're not going to win the Premier League, but they're not going to win the Premier League now. It's very hard for them.
It's a great push for them.
If they could win this trophy. That could be a plus for them.
That could be a great, Pep will walk out with something. That means Man City continues on that run. Now, it's going to be, I know it's a hard one. I know it's a tough one.
Oh, you're talking about the Chelsea one.
The Chelsea, Brian.
Bro, I actually watched this game, bro.
Like, L's for Chelsea. Put it in the comments.
We didn't even score a real goal.
Well,
like it wasn't. It was a
Rugen
goal.
scored free. Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We didn't even score a real goal. I mean,
No.
Cole Palmer kind of crossed the ball in, and the keeper. Honestly, that was a howler. I don't know how that ball went in the back of the net.
That happened very early in the fifth minute.
That's crazy. Yeah. So I was like, oh, we're already scoring the 5th minute. Bang, bang, bang. I think it was on Sunday, bro. Ended up losing 2-1.
Yeah.
Karu Matoma, which is one of the he had a breakout season about 2 years ago.
One of the sauciest players out there.
Yeah, he's kind of been quiet.
That's the guy that
last 2 years
made Van Dijk pretty much. I think there's a video on that Van Dijk like turns around and like gets on his knees or whatever. They told me fake shots and it's incredible. He gets them scoring. But yeah, it sucks. But Brighton moved on. And Chelsea
we dropped that chip. Obviously, we're not
okay.
I'm realistic as a Chelsea fan. I know we're not going to win the Premier League, but like I was hoping that we could either win the Carabao Cup, which I think we're out of too, and also either the FA Cup. But the only thing that we have to prosper on or fend for ourselves in is the Conference League. So I think we're definitely a favorite to win the Conference League. Chelsea fans, if you're similar to me, let me know what y'all think about us dropping out of the FA Cup. I think we're probably going to win the Conference League, though. So I can't wait to see what we're going to do. I mean, because we added Cole Palmer to the squad, and I'm pretty sure we added Nicholas Jackson to the squad too. So
which is a great plus
to the squad as well. So
yeah,
hey man, I think we're definitely favorites to win the Conference League. So let's see.
Yeah,
we're going if Chelsea. By the way, if Chelsea wins the Conference League, we're going to be the first club ever to win all 3 European trophies, which is the Champions League, Europa League, and the Conference League. So we're going to be the first club to do that. Hopefully we could do that this season. And it would be very good because it's Enzo Maresca's first year. So that would be a great feat for him, if you ask me.
It's okay. You guys are out, but you guys have a lot of good future ahead of you. But don't worry, because you guys didn't just get knocked out by yourselves. Liverpool, the number 1 guy at the tablet on the top table, there,
the Premier League table right now.
They're out,
bro. Yeah, I saw they lost to Plymouth Argyle, bro.
1-0.
I have a boy that supports Plymouth, but that's just crazy.
In the 53 minutes, which means like it was early in the second half, and then Liverpool could not do anything for the next.
Yeah, I saw an interview from Arne Slot, and he said that was the most like disappointing and disgraceful performance that Liverpool. Obviously
it's a tough shot for him.
But yeah, I mean losing, and this is the beauty of the FA Cup, bro. There's always upsets. A team from League One or the Championship
take these big teams on.
You never know, bro.
Yeah.
Remember that one year? I think I forgot what team it was who won the FA Cup, but they ended up playing. There was a Championship team that ended up playing in the Europa League because. If you win the FA Cup, you automatically get a qualification.
That's always nice
for the Europa teams. League. So that's the upsets always happen. But let's keep it real.
But that's football.
A Premier League team is probably going to win the FA Cup because obviously all the money now with the amount of money in the game, like. Smaller teams can't compete really with the big teams.
Hey, again, you have something like Plymouth taking out Arsenal. I mean, Liverpool, which is huge, but has them continuing.
That's crazy. Liverpool, they probably played their B squad anyway. I didn't watch the game, but still, even Liverpool's B squad should be able to take care of business.
Absolutely.
It was away from home, so the probably wasn't up to standard, the pitch what they're used to. But hey, man, no excuses. They got knocked out.
No, sir.
FA Cup. Who's next?
We're done. Tottenham is also out.
Okay,
but by a strong Aston Villa team.
Yeah, Aston Villa, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. In the last video, we let y'all know how what we thought about Aston Villa, bro. They definitely had a very, very strong.
If you haven't caught that video, go check it out now. It's out right now as well.
It's out right now on our channel. Go check that video out.
Basically, Aston Villa is on the run.
We analyzed based on what we saw, the transfers, who were the winners and the losers of the transfer window, the winter transfer window, because that's always a big transfer window, but. Yeah, man. Aston Villa, Rashford made his debut in this game. Had a nasty meg against Pedro Porro. So, I really have one thing I took from this game was a positive is that Rashford seems like
it's going in the right direction.
He might be able to cook. I really hope he does. Excel. And like we mentioned in the last video, Aston Villa if this guy actually performs and get back to his winning ways and like being a guy, because bro, one thing with Rashford is like he's not a player that you want running at your fullback when he's
and that's definitely right. I mean, also helping him out, a new signing, Asensio's also on that same field with him now.
Yeah,
which is
Asensio didn't do much for me in that game, but obviously he came off the bench. But Morgan Rogers was the player of the game, and he was just like
took it at 65
impact player, bro. Like he's the definition of like a spark plug in that team.
Yep,
makes everything tick.
He made it 2-1 to take the game with him, and then Tottenham had Mr. Tell there.
Yeah. So I'm happy for him too. The 18, I think he's 18 or 19. The guy who came consolation goal.
But good to get himself on the scoreboard.
Yeah, once you get that first one as a striker, especially all the other goals start coming. So I'm pause. But hey, at the end of the day, we're gonna see about that. I'm really excited to see what Matthias Tel can do for Tottenham, and I'm really really excited to see for Marcus Rashford because as I keep saying. I think if they could get him to perform at a high level, bro, they have an option to buy that's only 40 million. Bro, to get Rashford at 40 million.
Hey.
Bro, 2 years ago when he had scored 30 goals in a season, he was balling. They put 100 million in his head.
There you go.
Now he's all the way down to 40 million.
Which sucks, but hey, he's back on the grind and stuff like that. Hey, Jadon Sancho told him, hey, freedom.
Yeah. But yeah. Hopefully, speaking about that, Chelsea could make Jadon Sancho a permanent signing because I like him as well. But hey, who's next?
We're gonna go to the other side. We're going real quickly. One game that we need to kind of feel had to be talked about. It was La Liga. We have Real Madrid against Atletico being a 1-1 game there.
Yeah, Mbappe scored.
And Julian Alvarez on the other side.
Mbappe can't start. Like Real Madrid has not been having the best season per se. Like, well, actually, they are having a good season because they're at the top of the La Liga table. But Mbappe, like, obviously, he had a rough start to life at Real Madrid, but lately, bro, he's been scoring every game,
which is putting him in a great position. I mean, again, they're going from a 1-1. Atletico, Julian Alvarez scoring a nice little hop right there to Courtois right in between them in the middle there. It was a pen. But at the end of the game, it was 1-1.
Yeah, that was a good game. I think for that game, I thought Real Madrid would have showed Atletico Madrid like who the real Madrid.
I mean, I watched that game and that Atletico team is strong, bro.
Yeah, bro, they're strong. Like I don't know,
they're fast, strong.
I won't lie, like a lot of people said that Giovanni Simeone being in the team is a bit of nepotism, which it is. In a way, his dad has been the coach for 12 years at Atletico Madrid,
and of course he's gonna play.
But like
he's been balling out,
like bro, he's actually like nasty, bro. Like bro, he's such a workhorse, like down that right wing, crazy. And obviously you have Julian Alvarez, who made the big move in the summer. People thought that it wouldn't work out because obviously
from Man City to Atletico.
Atletico Madrid plays kind of they used to play a defensive system of 4-4-2, but ever since Diego Simeone has refined the system, like. Players like Antoine Griezmann and players like Julian Alvarez have been really excellent.
Diego Simeone, an underrated coach.
Yeah, bro, think about this. There's a stat out there.
Yeah.
Every single year for the last 12 I think he's either been in the job 12 or 13 years, but I know it's more than 10 years for sure.
Okay.
Ever since he has taken over the job at Atletico Madrid has never ever finished outside the top 3 or top 4.
That's since he has taken over.
And you got to think about it too. 12 years. Look at all the players that Real Madrid have had. Barcelona has had. You're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. You're talking about Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Neymar, Gareth Bale.
The quality.
Toni Kroos, Modric, who's still there. Like Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets. Like, bro, this guy has been keeping this team in and around. And don't forget, he got Luis Suarez on loan from Barcelona. And well, not even on loan. They bought him in a Griezmann swap deal. And that year, they won the league. And an interesting fact is that
it's crazy.
Griezmann has never ever won La Liga, and the one year that he went from
they won
Atletico Madrid to Barcelona,
and he's back again.
But they're not gonna win.
And they're not doing too much because right now everybody's too strong.
Yeah,
but then
bad timing for Antoine Griezmann. He's kind of a bad luck charm in a way, but he's got a World Cup under his belt, so you can't really
We're gonna end it with three games left here, and then going into the Premier League. So make sure to stay tuned and stick around. But we got Paris winning 3-0.
PSG, bro, Dembele just can't stop scoring.
Dembele didn't score 1; he scored 2.
Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all again.
He don't score anything than 1, bro.
This guy without injuries, bro, he's
a problem.
Level. He's Mbappe level. I'm not hearing it. Now you have to tell me nothing. I've seen enough, bro. This guy puts his head down. You know,
he always has. Humble guy that always has his head down.
Well, I mean,
talk shit about
that's questionable because he has had, even when he was at Barcelona, he had a couple of disciplinary issues. Because I know that personally because I'm a Barca fan as well as a Chelsea fan, and I even wanted him to come to Chelsea at one point. But one of the owners, one of the concerns that people in the facility and in what's the name of it, Chelsea had was that his punctuality, his disciplinary issues, stuff like that was not really good. But if it had not been for disciplinary issues, bro, and injuries, this guy would be Mbappe level.
He would be number 1.
He's been reprimanded a few times this season already. We saw Luis Enrique drop him in a big game against Bayern. So he's not afraid to make that.
Since then,
bro,
keeping up with his paces.
This guy is Mbappe level.
Yeah. I mean, and
without injuries, he's Mbappe level, bro. And he's a part of that France squad who won the World Cup.
There you go.
So
he got something under his belt.
Yep. Got a World Cup under his belt. But hey, man, this was a good game. I think the other scorer was Vitinha, who scored a penalty. Definitely one of the better midfielders in the world right now, Vitinha.
I'll say it. Everybody know wherever I talked about. My Vitinha is one of my favorite players. The way he controls the ball in the center and the way he can distribute, it's insane. He has a great eye and vision for it.
Yeah,
he could be good on another team. Hey, somebody.
Maybe like a Barca, maybe.
I think Barca having it.
If Barca get him in the sixth,
insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Insane.
Him, Pedri, and Gavi. Or him, Pedri, and Dani Olmo, or whoever you want to put in that midfield.
I just feel like Vitinha is a great add-on to anybody else.
Yeah, no, he's a Portuguese maestro. That's the only way to.
And that's like a Carlos Kelly move type shit. If you get Vitinha to go like that to Barcelona, that's just a perfect add-on.
Yeah, I think he would. Yeah, because his ball retention skills are crazy.
Yeah.
But. Now we'll
go over to one more, or 2 more, but PSV very quickly and Juventus. Juve takes 2, PSV take 1. Mr. McKinney's on the scoreboard, an American guy there.
McKinney. I feel like he's an under the radar player. Like he came to Leeds. He came to Leeds in the Premier League, and then they got relegated, so he went back to Juventus. Mm-hmm. It was actually crazy because McKinney was actually, predicted to not be in the squad. Thiago Motta didn't really like him at the start of the season, but he fought his way back into the squad.
He literally fought his way through. I mean, the good thing is he's back in Juve. He's doing pretty well now. He's getting himself on the scoreboard. But then Christian Pulisic jumping into that team and to the AC Milan or Italian life kind of took away the shine from him. Yeah. But now Christian Pulisic through the roof. I mean,
McKinney's always been a solid midfielder. Even for the United States, I'm pretty sure either whenever him or Tyler Adams play, or one or the other is not playing, I think McKinney is always the captain.
I mean, for crying out loud, I know one thing: Mexico hates playing against him.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
We talk about winning the ball. Even he's a perfect number 8, a box midfielder that will do the defensive work and also chip in.
Yep. The last time he played him, he got a red card, but his shirt was torn up and everything.
Yeah, I saw it.
And he went into the booth and said, "I'm sorry," but they were loving him because he did that much work. But last one on our side here, we have Real Madrid and Manchester City.
Hey, yo, man, that game was crazy, bro.
I was watching this, at work, doing a little watching, and that was just insane. You have a back and forth full of a lot of goals, right? Then you have a team that can't really defend. But then you have, if I'm not, what is it? Mbappe?
So basically what happened was Haaland scored first, and then Mbappe equalized, and not Brahim Diaz. Haaland scored a penalty as Phil Foden went down in the penalty box. I think
that was so tough.
I think Ceballos was the one who gave away the penalty. And then obviously, but then Brahim Diaz came back, equalized, and then bro, the last goal was crazy, bro. Like Bellingham literally
Bellingham.
He won the ball in the air, headed it on to
Vini?
to not Vini. No, it was to somebody else.
Or was it Brahim?
The ball to
one of those two guys.
I think he headed it to Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz played the ball to Vinicius over the top, and then Vinicius tried to lob the keeper. It didn't really work out. Nope. And then Bellingham just basically outpaced John Stones, tapped the ball.
Literally outpaced him. They literally went from here all the way this way.
Teammates, bro.
And then Jude Bellingham with a little bit extra touch there or extra footing puts his foot out
he was just
to cut it off.
He just
to get
wanted it more, bro.
Exactly.
Bellingham just wanted it more.
But full of goals. And I loved it. Again,
it was a good
strong game.
Rodrigo kind of had like a low key game, but he was still there. Like he was still
very low key,
getting past players as usual. And there was a lot of tensions before this game because there was a Tifu that
you will talk about it, eh?
Man City,
we have to.
Man City put up a Tifu basically saying, the fans, not Man City themselves, but the fans put up a Tifu saying that, I'd say it's about something about crying and basically Rodri kissing the Ballon d'Or, basically,
crying, throwing shade like that.
Throwing shade against Vinny.
Vinny then ended up saying, I saw that.
I love the banter though.
I got motivation to be better.
That's what the game's about. I like to see, when players can. Well, I don't know if Vinny can take a joke. That's controversial.
Yeah, we don't even know because
but I like to see that from the fans. They're showing their
Let's go.
Man City is a perfect way, to show that. But when Vinny stood on business and he got the Man of the Match award,
that's because he got 2 assists. In that
I won't even lie. He got that back in blood. He pulled up to their stadium with a Tifu with Rodri kissing the Ballon d'Or and said, "Yo, I'm leaving here with something, bro."
And he ended up getting 2 assists and then Man of the Match. He's saying, "I got this. I'm here still." But I'll see you at Bernabeu.
But let's know what y'all think in the comments. Will Real Madrid, go through and keep the same, beat Man City? Because that's why I won't lie. This is why I like this new Champions League format, is because big teams are playing earlier. You don't have to wait long for big teams to play against each other.
And this is knockout.
And it kind of like gets a good chance for a new team. Maybe a Real Madrid or a Man City won't win the Champions League. Maybe PSG will win it this time. So I kind of like this new strategy. But guys, let us know what y'all think in the comments. Who will win the tie at the end of the day? Will it be Real Madrid who wins it, or will it be Man City who wins it? I think the second leg is on the 19th of February.
February 19th. So we'll definitely be watching that game because it is a knockout stage.
Yep.
Whoever wins that game, based on they ended up being, whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
At the end of the day, see who takes it.
Who do you predict, though? I think Man City is going to go to the better bound and take it.
Yikes. No way. I think Real Madrid takes it even stronger there.
I just think Haaland's going to do his thing, and, I think Real Madrid's going to.
Let me say this. Man City, they were at Man City today at the Etihad. The fans were loud. Haaland scored that pen. The place erupted. Now just wait until we get to Bernabeu.
Hey, listen what y'all think. Who's going to win the tie at the end of the day? So now we jump to the part of the video that y'all, came here for, which is the prediction of the rest of the Premier League table. I think this is going to be interesting, right?
Interesting to say the least.
Yeah. So right now, just so y'all know, this is the Premier League table right now. We have Liverpool in first, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Fulham, Brighton, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur,
West
Ham, Everton, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and then in the relegation zone we have Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton. So we're gonna tell y'all, what we think and who we think is gonna finish where. So I guess we're gonna start off with the relegation team. Now I think that it's gonna stay the same.
You beat me to it.
I was gonna say that.
I'm sorry,
but in order, if in case it matters, maybe there's an Ipswich Town fan, a Southampton fan, or a Leicester City fan out there. This is what I think. I think Leicester is gonna finish in 18th. Ipswich is gonna finish 19th, and then Southampton finished 20. So same order it is in right now. Yep. I think it's going to stay the same. I just don't think those three teams have the firepower to get out of that zone. But I do want to point out, though, that there's only 3 points
away from Wolves.
So actually, Leicester City and Ipswich Town are only Ipswich Town is only 3 points away from safety. Yeah, because Wolverhampton Wanderers is a team that's in 17th, I think, and then. What's the other team? Leicester City is only 2 points, so there is a chance. But I think it's going to stay the same.
Wolves got to really flop it for them to get themselves out of there. But I think
Wolves has been. I don't know. I mean, they have a very bright talent, Mateus Cunha.
I mean, right now
they're not.
Looking at the list, Wolves was in the relegation. Yeah, so they just switched into the Leicester City, which means they took it. That means Wolves right now is on the green because they just won. So it's going to be a back and forth for a little bit.
But I think I'm going to stick with my prediction.
Yeah.
I think Leicester.
Me too. I'm with it.
I think Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton in that order. I think Southampton has no chance. They're going down. They have no chance. They have a negative 36 goal difference, bro. They're cooked.
Poor guys. I mean, hey, who said the English Premier League is easy, right? So
no, nobody ever said that. Whoever said that,
exactly. There you go. So you guys could go have a pint somewhere.
All right.
Have a
Finishing
nice
right above relegation zone, we have Wolves. We think Wolves gonna, they're gonna barely survive, right?
Yep.
They're not gonna be one of the teams that get relegated. No, sir. Right? Then we have 16th. We have Everton.
Yeah, Everton.
I think Everton that's gonna stay the same there. A
couple points away, but Everton, they have a couple games that are going to be tough right now. I think they have Liverpool next. Yeah. But again, back and forth, it's just for them not to keep flopping. Again, they can get as crazy as if they start messing up, Wolves can just start really climbing up. But they're going to stay the same at 16th place. Yeah. So the first change that we have, because every single thing that we said so far has been the same. The first change that we have is that Crystal Palace is going to move down from 12th place to 15th place. 15th. I think they're going to move down. They're doing decently well right now. They have a new coach, Oliver Glasner, which is doing a good thing because he has one of the most informed strikers in the Premier League, which is Jean-Philippe Mateta. But I think they're going to move. I think toward the later end of the season, I think teams like Man United and Tottenham are going to move up the table, and Crystal Palace is going to, as they always 15. Do. I think Crystal Palace is definitely again a team that is staying up there as much as they can. Yeah, what goes up must come down at one point because so the consistency to be up there is very, very tough. All right, so the next prediction we have is that we have West Ham. West Ham is going to move up one position to 14. To 14. Not really a big difference. But I do think that they're going to move up the table. So that's all we have for that. Right now, Brentford is in 11th. We think that they're going to move down to 13th. I think they're going to do that. And these are the small. It's a small team. But here comes the first interesting one. Could be. We think that according to us, we think that Manchester United is going to move up from 13th, but to 12th. They're not even going to finish. They're not even going to finish in any European football. Not even in the top 10. Manchester United. This is a prediction that Manchester United in 2025 will not finish in the top 10, which is crazy to say. It is crazy. I mean, this is supposed to be one of the top. It can even be top 10 best teams in the Premier League at one point. But but they're not doing it. If you look at history, like Manchester United is absolutely one of the biggest clubs in the world, like ever. And now they're under top 10. Again, they're having a lot of problems in the team. They're on the top 10 currently, and we think they're going to stay out of the top 10. Yep. Too much problems with the team. Coaches' problems now. Players' problems now. I mean, we just saw something that the players don't think this is the right formula. And this and that. Hey, you get paid to play to play, but hopefully that starts cleaning up because right now where they are now, so we again we have Manchester United to finish 12th. Big 12. All right. We have Tottenham, who's in the 14th position right now. We predict that they will move up to 11th. Now, that doesn't give them any European football, but hey, that's where I think that they're going to finish. To be honest, they're just as bad as Man United right now. They're give or take. Yeah, Spurs is like I said, they have a good signing, Matthias Tell, and they also boosted their center back partnership with Kevin Danso. So I think that's a good signing, but I just don't think that they have the facilities, bro. Yeah. I don't think they have the facilities to finish higher up the table. I don't think they will get Conference League football next year. No. Okay, so in the top 10 now, or top 10, we think that Brighton is going to stay the same place, which is where they're at right now, which is 10th. That's where we think that Brighton's going to finish. Let's see here. Yeah. Got Fulham on number 9 right now. Yeah, and I just noticed that we skipped 13th. We think that Brentford is going to move from 11th down to 13th. So just keep that in there. But 10th is Brighton Hove Albion. And that right now we think that also Fulham is going to stay where they are right now and finish 9th. Yes. So going into 8 and 7, who do you got at 8? Aston Villa. You have at 8. You have Bournemouth. Okay, so
Yeah, so Aston Villa, we think that's going to finish 7th. Right now, they're cooking in the Champions League, but I don't think that they have the firepower to get Champions League football again.
Yep.
Like they got it last year. This was a good year. I mean, they had some good games. They beat Bayern this year. John Duran, who moved to Al Nassr, he scored a beauty against Bayern. But we think that they're going to finish in 7th, and Bournemouth is going to finish in 8th. Yeah. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 8th place, because of the Conference League now, gets you Conference League football. So we're actually predicting, and guys, let us know in the comments if we're wrong about this, but I think that if Bournemouth finishes 8th this season, they might get Conference League, depending on who wins other trophies around. It's always like a draw, but that's what we're predicting, is that Bournemouth is going to finish 8th, and that Aston Villa is going to finish 7th, which I'm definitely sure that they will definitely get at least Conference League.
They deserve to be there for now.
And then in number 6, we think that Nottingham Forest is going to drop down from 3rd place to 6th. I just think that I don't think, like I said, in the last video we did, which go check that out right now.
They just crashed from the table there.
I don't think they have they didn't make any signings. I don't think they have the facilities to keep up this.
Exactly.
I don't think they can finish in the top 4.
I agree. I think the other teams are going to start popping off, and they're just going to start getting tired.
I think they're going to finish 5th or 6th. And you know what I'm saying? They're not going to finish in the top 4. I don't think that they have the firepower to do that.
Great run.
Yeah. I think they're going to get Europa League football next season, or if they drop out, they're going to go down to the Conference League. Obviously, like I said, it's all about the drafts and what other competitions are won by other teams. But who else? So we think that Newcastle is going to finish in 5th.
Newcastle will be 5th.
Newcastle is in 6th right now. We think that they're going to move up the table and finish in 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously they have a good team. Alexander Isak.
Big name. Taking out...
Who I think will probably leave the club this summer.
Hopefully he does. I mean, what a striker. I mean, he put the team on his back and he handles it. So if a team,
he can hold the ball up.
Arsenal.
He can hold the ball up.
One guy like that.
He could dribble like Thierry Henry used to dribble. He has the pace. He can finish like Ruud van Nistelrooy. Like
very, very well put together striker, player.
Bro, he's a very good player, man. So we have Newcastle finishing 5th. Now for the top 4.
Top 4.
I'm going to go ahead and say it myself. I think that Chelsea will finish top 4. I think we're going to be in the 4th position, just barely making Champions League football. I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, we Enzo Maresca has been doing a phenomenal job this year. Honestly, bro, when he first came in, I didn't think that we had the facilities to finish, to even be in the top 4. But right now, the way how we're moving,
I agree on top 4. I think they're doing a phenomenal job right now, just playing as consistent as they can. And maybe flopping a couple times here and there, aka FA Cup.
Yeah, FA Cup. We just lost to.
I think they're focused on the champ. I mean, not the champ. On the table here right now, which is nice for them because I don't think they've been there in a while.
Yeah, we haven't been in top 4 since since like 2. I think it was 2 or 3 seasons ago. Because right now we're playing in Conference League, so that means that we finished at the 6th or 7th last year. But hey, man, I think that Chelsea is gonna finish in the 4th position. Mm-hmm. Okay. So in the 3rd position, right now, Man City is in 5th, but I don't think you can keep Man City out of the top 4. Like, they're going to finish 3rd.
Yes, I believe it. I think Manchester City, this is usually their cup. Yeah. No matter where they are in the table, this is the team to beat every single time.
We don't think that they have the firepower to catch Liverpool or finish above Arsenal. And to be honest, they still may finish above Arsenal because we know Arsenal likes to bottle things, right? Sure. But, I just don't think... I feel like, there's a 90% chance that they're not going to get the Premier League title.
Correct. I think,
and I'm pretty sure in the Man City camp, they already know that. They're probably just trying to get top 4 right
Again, they're playing, a lot of soccer and 2, some strong soccer as well, right? They're in the FA Cup. Right?
Yeah, they're still in the FA Cup.
They still won the FA Cup. They're in the Champions League and in their Premier League. Yeah. I mean, they just played... Where were they played in the FA Cup we just talked about? And then Real Madrid, and then they have to go back into that, and they have to play Liverpool. I mean, it's a whole thing for them, but I think they know where they stand.
I mean, especially if they go to the Bernabeu on the 19th and they lose to Real Madrid, I think they're definitely going to finish 3rd because then they won't have to worry about...
No. Because their players, their guys are hurt. They're hurting.
Yeah,
you know, Pep is hurting for crying out loud.
Nah, bro. They just need to learn how to keep a lead, bro. I don't know why they can't keep a lead, but
could be the end of their demise.
Yep.
For them ending on third.
I just think this personally for me. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. But personally for me, I think this year is just a one-off season for Man City where they just lost a little bit of steam. Yeah. I think next season they're gonna finish and win the league.
Precisely.
But in second place, we have Arsenal. Like I said in many podcasts before and many videos before, I just don't think Arsenal have the firepower to win a league right now. They have the midfielders, right? They have the wingers, they have the defenders. They just don't have the striker. Mm-hmm. They need this. That should be their number one priority in the transfer window this season. Is definitely should be to get a striker, bro.
For me, it's the other way around. But the reason why I say it, one of the things is, as you bring up, Arsenal is a very team-associated team, which is good because they can work together. They don't really rely on that number 9, which is great. That's why they're in the second place right now.
Wait, I predicted Liverpool. So you think they're gonna beat? You think they're gonna beat Liverpool to the table?
No.
Wow.
Underdog, and I get it. Yes, maybe they don't have the firepower, but they have the will to do it. They play like a team. I mean, for crying out loud, you took out one player out of Man City, and the guys are dying on the bottom there. But I think it's all the way around. I think Arsenal might just take it from the slim chance.
No chance.
They might just.
Bro, they're already 6 points behind, and Liverpool has a game in hand. Like, I'm not hearing that, bro. Liverpool right now, I would go out on a limb and say that Liverpool right now has a 90% chance of winning the league. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm going to stand on business. At the end of the season, you're going to see me here saying that I told you so. Liverpool
said 90%.
Bro, 90% chance that Liverpool wins the league, bro.
Which means there's a chance. So
bro, that 10%, that 10% I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't happening, bro.
Arsenal takes it. We better make a video. Arsenal's going to kill you. They're gonna go through that.
Hey, listen, man. I just don't think Arsenal has the facilities to win the title, bro. Like,
I think we're gonna see what happens, and then Liverpool again, a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah,
I think regardless of the fact, unfortunately, if Arsenal does come second and Liverpool does take the dub, Liverpool is a badass team. They're so awesome.
But yeah, quick rundown. We think that, like we said, the relegation battle is gonna stay the same. Southampton, Ipswich Town, and Leicester are going to get relegated.
Yeah.
We think that United are not going to finish in the top 10. They're going to finish like 11th or 12th.
Yep.
Also, the same goes for Tottenham. We think that Nottingham Forest is going to drop down from 3rd because I just don't think they can sustain that quality, bro. Mm-hmm. And that the top 4 is going to be Liverpool at the top. For me, it's going to be Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, and for Oscar,
Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea.
I mean, fair enough. That's a good top 4.
I think our tables are good.
I think Arsenal has no chance, but hey, let me know what y'all think about in the comments of these predictions. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Where can the people find us?
Offside Combos on YouTube, which is the biggest one we love for you guys to go check it out.
Yes,
and
sir.
Subscribe. TikTok and Instagram. Go like those vids. Go leave some comments as well. We'll just have a conversation down there. Hey, let us know what you guys think about the tables that we got and the new.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think about the predictions.
And then, hey, I think that's pretty much all we got for you guys today. All right.
Take care.
Over and out.
Peace.